Hi, I'm Oliver Herrmann. I'm the UK Early Careers Lead for Collins Aerospace, and we've been working in partnership with In-Comm for the last few years. So having apprentices in the business has been really important to us, and having that flow through of talent is essential for the Collins business. We've got a very highly skilled technical workforce at Collins, and we need to ensure that our more experienced employees are able to hand down the skills and knowledge to our emerging talent to continue the work that we do. And we work really hard on sort of succession planning and workforce planning to make sure that we're plugging gaps really in our workforce. But just wider than that really is that apprentices have brought a lot more benefits to the business. One of them has really been around sort of the culture and engagement piece. And some of our apprentices actually sit on our culture council, and that culture council's their remit is really developing and implementing changes and positive effects into the whole business culture, and they played a really key focal part in that really in suggesting ideas that we can take forward to raise engagement, and that's been a real benefit really, as we sort of continue our journey of bringing through this talented pipeline. We've got more and more younger a more younger workforce developing, and it's really important that we tailor our engagement aspects to that audience as well, and they've been fundamental in sort of doing that. And the other thing as well is around some of the digitalisation that Collins is currently going through, and a lot of young people are very tech savvy. So they've been bringing lots of ideas in terms of how we can improve our processes and how we can improve a number of engagement elements by using digital technology. An example of that is we've recently launched a Collins app for all employees across site, which means that everybody can get updated with news and vote for Employee of the Quarter and all sorts of things like that by their phone, and some of our apprentices have been keen sort of developing that and sort of helping with the rollout as well. Yeah, definitely. I think if I start with new skill sets, so I think one of our emerging areas is within automation, and we've invested quite heavily in a group of our apprentices to take on that extra skill set. And it's a really emerging area, and we found that actually our apprentices are really driving that new skill element across our different value streams. So we were able to sort of invest and tailor this new sort of talent pipeline through to these sort of emerging industries really, which is obviously a key part of our workforce planning. I think we found as well that young people are really inquisitive, so we found that essentially we've got people working on the shop floor who've got really new and fresh opinions of things. So we've seen it in certain cases that we've really improved efficiencies and different ways of working really from their suggestions, which necessarily we may not have got from people that have worked here for a long time. Someone coming in and seeing things very differently, and I think there's been huge benefits in terms of our continued development of apprentices as well. If you look across our workforce, we've got a number of ex-apprentices that are now in quite senior positions, and that's testament, I suppose, to our sort of apprenticeship programme and the continued development. So in terms of adding value and making a difference to that bottom line, if you map that out over a 10-year period, that the value that individuals will have added would be absolutely huge. And without our sort of talent pipeline through our early careers programs, we simply wouldn't have had those people enter. One of the benefits I think we've found is through our reverse mentoring scheme, and that's where we have our apprentices and early careers population partnered up with some of our senior managers, and what they do is discuss topics on things like leadership, on things like motivation and teamwork, and they give their sort of different views on certain topics, and the feedback from our senior team as well has been that's been really useful to get a completely different insight into a young person's sort of opinion on those sort of key topics, which has actually helped them sort of evolve their leadership style as well.